quick. I'm just running to pack up my bag. We've got a ride back with the guy who runs the motel. He's giving us a free ride. So get back and hopefully get that shuttle, and everything will be okay when we get to the top of the mountain and we can get going and get down to the tree line and not get wet. Don't know. I'll talk more about that when I get up there. That's the mountain. Or maybe not. There could be a mountain over there for all I know. It's in cloud though at the moment. Hopefully, and it's probably raining, but it's nice down here. We're at the center where I guess you get your tours. At the bottom, what they call the auto road, which is a toll road. It's just down there, in fact. It takes you to the top of the mountain, and it's about a 20-minute drive or so, I recall. Anyway, deep from the motor inn, he tried so hard to get a hold of that fellow that we'd pay $50 to, and in the end he drove himself and didn't charge a penny. He was just so kind about it, so grateful. It was the first thing that's gone right, I feel like, in a couple days, especially after Ant-Man. That guy, I mean, bring him along and include him in the group, and finally get down here, and we're trying to arrange a place to stay, how to get to places. We're making phone calls. He's off doing whatever he's doing. He never seems to be around. It's just a flaky guy. And then when he comes in and says, how's it going? And we said, we just need to get transportation. We know where we're going. We just need to get there. He says, oh, I can do that. I'm really good with this type of thing. So he pulls out the number his mom had given him of his mom's employee's son or something like that. Ends up getting a hold of him. He's in a concert in Virginia, I think, or was it Vermont? I can't remember. And anyway, this guy finds someone who will not only pick up but provide a place for the night. And when he finally does get called back and ends up talking to the person, he says, "Oh, I'm so happy and so fantastic and everything." But the problem is, I never heard him say that there were 4 or 5 of us. And I mentioned to the other guys that as well. And so when he gets all this good news from that, he says, "Oh, you guys, I'm out of here. I got a place for the night and I got a ride, You guys will have to fend for yourself," type of thing. And it's like, what the F, You were just supposed to help out on the one little thing, and all you do, and we helped him make these phone calls and all that stuff. And he was just doing it for himself, selfish little SOB. And he takes off, and he's all happy and singing and stuff like that. Talk about leaving people in a lurch, just selfish little SOB. I have such a low opinion. I even dreamt of him last night. That's how much he was bothering me. And I'm sure I'll run into him again. I don't know how I'll handle it, but I'm sure I'll be swearing at him until what a effing SOB he is. Anyway, the weather today is similar to yesterday, but we're getting there earlier, so we'll have a couple hours, so we'll hopefully get down onto the ridge and get going. And these guys are, I think, planning like a 19-mile day or whatever. I just want to get to a campground so that I can set up my tent, and then the next day I come back into Gorham via the road where it crosses, I guess, at the AMC place that we were last night making a phone call. So I still have to get a hitch in to buy the food, and then get hitched back out, and then find a camping spot, or get another hotel room like I did last night. So I'm not sure. And then I find that the trail, like a few days later, I have to look at it. It goes by Gorham again, but there's a hostel, fantastic one too, it sounds like. But I don't know if I'll have phone service and be able to call and reserve. And I don't know what day I would actually even be there, and but it seems like that would be the perfect one. I could always drop in, I guess, unannounced, but you never know. And then I could be stuck hitching a ride or something. Anyway, this place has free shuttles, 5G Wi-Fi, and all this other stuff, and staying there a couple of days would be fantastic. So, I don't know. A lot of I don't know. I don't know how long it will take to get there. Don't know how much food I have to have. I just know I'm heading for Gorham in a couple days. And,
well, it's cloudy, I know that.
Yeah. As long as it's not
It's supposed to be a pretty nice day.
yeah.
Let's see, what do we got? Temperature's 53, the wind's 50, 100-foot visibility. It'll still be breezy. Yeah, my wife and I hiked Katahdin just to hike to get up there, and we were in the fog.
things don't look a whole lot better than they did yesterday, but it's not raining. And so just searching for cairns and walking down to the ridgeline where it looks a lot better. So. Down. There have been moments when it got really dark clouds, and I was sure it was going to rain any moment, and it probably will, but can't say I'm enjoying this. If I get through dry, oh, this will be a number 2 story. But, at least a couple more miles to the hut. See from there, but oh, jeez. Rainy or something, and then sunny day for a few days after that. It's like, man, where do you think I am? Because I am not there. Mount Washington weather, very different. I mean, it might be very different from even what's down in the town, and I can't say I'm enjoying it, but I pass a lot of day hikers, maybe going from hut to hut. They seem to be okay, but stuff going. There's a big cairn here, and there's a whole pile of trails all converge here. There, a couple women back there were just telling me where they're at. They wanted to know if that was a particular hill, and I pulled up confirm. And I just came from behind that cairn. And there are poles here that cairn's going down that way, and there are cairns going over in that direction. And I believe I'm going that way for the AT. There's a sign right there. Anyway, when the sun came out just a few minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, how it changed my attitude. I just felt so much better. But, it's not like there's no rain coming. I'm just, I just felt better. And I confirmed in my mind that when this hike is over, I've got to go somewhere sunny, whether it's Thailand or wherever. I just need sun because I've been in the shade for so many days in a row, and I'm not really enjoying this life like this on the trail. If it had been beautiful weather, I'd have a very different attitude. The sun makes up everything. But you know how many times I've said how I'm thinking about quitting, or the thought of quitting comes up. Well, that's probably why. And, yeah, I just need some sunlight, and it doesn't necessarily have to be warm, but sunlight. I'm not enjoying the weight like I should. I know that for sure. I don't have the right attitude. And after last night, and with Spider-Man and everything, and, well, it is what it is, as they say. Okay, I'm going to carry on while the sun is out, because the cloud will come any moment now. This might just be doing right now. I'll talk to you later. Madison Hut, underneath probably Mount Madison, 0.3 miles away, so should be there in 15, that'd be about 15 normally, so 20 minutes. Same thing there. Stepped into a ledge just below out of the wind, and it's like now I can hear myself think. When I was in the shelter, there was another hiker I recognized that was doing a session hike. I bumped into him a few times, and while we were in there, had some a big good off that card. Thank you, Jim, for giving it to me. And I saw the one guy, I think Lindsay, from Galehead Hut, who was working there. He's working at this one right now. Anyway, while we were in there, the weather looked nice and all. It was sunny. And then it got really bad and it started raining. Rained pretty hard, and it's like, oh my god, what's going to go on? And then people were showing up for the reservations and everything, and the place was getting crowded. And as soon as the cloud kind of broke, I could see something like you can see here. Although the clouds are coming from behind me, so I don't know what's coming. I decided to make a break for it, so it's not raining right now. But it's awfully windy, as you could probably tell. And the pack is throwing me around quite a bit. I'm barely making a mile an hour probably, and I have like 3 miles to go. And it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock now, so it's going to be dinner time by the time I get to the campsite. I just hope there's a space, otherwise I'll have to keep going and find a still site. And also hope that it doesn't rain, because I don't want to set up in the rain and then figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. And how much food I've got, how much I need, all that stuff. The Osgood Tentsite wooden platforms I've tied off my four corners, and I'll rearrange the plastic and try to rig up the fly. Although it's not supposed to rain, but oh yeah, it probably is going to rain. Anyway, I thought this was a pay site, but it's not. Bonus. I'm just having dinner, my beef flavored with some beef sticks chopped up and put in there. Definitely good. Anyway, I realize I certainly have a totally negative feeling about the rain. Very negative. I mean, I didn't record video of it, but when I was in the hut, it started to rain. It rained hard. I think I mentioned this already. And didn't know how long I'd wait before I'd leave. And I even thought, maybe I can see if they have a bunk. I'll pay the $100 or some and stay there. And then I thought, okay, it's starting to clear. I can see mountains in the distance. It probably will begin to rain again in 5 minutes, but time to go. So got my stuff together and off I went. And as close as it felt like it was going to rain, it never did. And it was hugely windy leaving the hut, going up the cliff that I had to climb up. Many peaks, little peaks I had to go over. A lot of wind, usually from the side. And with my pack cover on, it was like blowing around a lot, and I was going 1 mile an hour of that. It was pretty pitiful progress. Other people, like the 3 young guys, I know that they were moving really fast. They didn't have rain covers on their packs, and they're ultralight. So it's light, it's close to the body, it's not part of what's blowing them around, so good on them. I wish I was more like that, boy. And of course they have the youthful legs and joints. They probably went twice my speed, if not more. So they were not at the hut when I got there. Anyway, it was a long slog getting down, and then I got down to the tree line, and I saw a couple Stella sites that would have worked. One was already occupied, the other one would have worked. And I thought, well, go down to the campsite at the bottom, pay the $5. So I got the card for half off, so I didn't have to pay 10. Wooden platforms, see if I can make it work, or that type of thing. And I thought, well, even when I get down here, I can check my notes on stealth campsites in the white and see if there was something nearby. And I thought there would be. For some reason in my mind, there was like 0.7 ahead. There would be a few possibilities. Anyway, I get here, look at Gut Hook, and it's not a paid site, it's free. But there are only 5 platforms. And thankfully, one was being occupied by a hammocker over there. I have not seen the person at all. They must be laying in the hammock the entire time I've been here. Through the trees anyway. And I set up here an hour ago. I got here like 5:30ish, almost 7 now. And it has not rained. And I don't know if it will rain tonight. And it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, according to the weather report at Mount Washington. So, oh, good. I realized my attitude so negative toward rain, and all the fears I had about having to set up the tent in the rain and all that stuff. And once again, like Pacemaker said, your worst fears never happen, type thing. Well, paraphrasing a lot there. I mentioned it before in that quote he had from Winston Churchill. Anyway, it didn't rain, it hasn't rained, and it probably won't rain. oof, got away with it. But I definitely want to say thank you very much, Deep. He was the guy that ran the hotel we were at, and the fact he gave us a ride for free to the auto road at base of Mount Washington, when he considered that the other guy who paid $75 for the four of us. Yeah, maybe just one of us, it wouldn't have been that much, but man, people are out to make a buck, and I understand they need to make a living, but it's tough when you're, you know, trying to save money on the whole hike. And I know those guys, they were having a tough time with the, hotel being $100 and whatever dollars. It's like $30 each, and all that stuff. But for me, it really shouldn't be a problem. So I didn't really worry about it. But it's always nice to save money. But thank you very much, Deep. You went above and beyond, and it was a really nice breakfast there at the motel. I mean, there's just some cups of the cereal, a couple different cereals. We had milk, we had orange juice, we had bagels, a toaster, we had a tub of cream cheese, which one of the young guys, he probably put nearly half of what was left on those two bagels, or two halves of a bagel. It's like a mountain of cream cheese. And they had margarine, and muffin, blueberry muffins, and apples, and other fruit, and coffee with a Keurig type of device. Hot chocolate. They had a microwave if you want to heat something up. I'm trying to think what else he had. There was not eggs and sausage, that type of thing, and no waffles, which was fine. But it was nice. And you just sit there in a little lounge like type thing, and only a couple of chairs. But yeah, thank you very much, Deep. I really appreciate it. And I'm checking my food. I've got 2 dinners. I've got like 5 tuna, or maybe 4 now. And I found a bag of trail mix at the last hut, which I grabbed and filled up my bag with it. And I'm thinking that maybe I won't bother resupplying in Gorham, or I'll go to the AMC place that hikers thing that we were at last night when we got dropped off, and see, maybe there are some options there for food. I just need like 1 extra day. I have a buffet thing. Maybe I'll get the buffet and just eat early lunch. It's only 6 miles away, and so I should be there well before noon. Or maybe they'll have a breakfast still, but chow down, and then that will help minimize what food I need tomorrow night. And then I don't have to resupply in Gorham that night. I can just live with what I have, make it last probably for at least 2 nights, and to make it to that rattlesnake, I think it's called Rattlesnake River Lodge and Hostel or whatever. It looks like a fantastic place, but I'm going to have to call for AMC and see if I can reserve 2 nights there for 2 days in the future, 3 nights in the future. Anyway, I just hope I can get in there, because it seemed really nice, and it's like $37 a night. They have great Wi-Fi and all that stuff. I may even stay a third night if I can get in and everything. And then I'll do a resupply there, because they have the free shuttle to the Walmart and stuff. And then I'll have a better idea of how far I have to go with whatever food I have, and when I'm going to hit that 100-mile wilderness. And I think at that point also that might be the crossover into Maine. I'm not 100% sure, but somebody mentioned that. So I'm coming near the end of the waits. There are 3 or 4 peaks I have to go over tomorrow, assuming I'm doing that, and camping at elevation at least one of those nights, and then a little lower probably on the second night before I go into the hostel. I hope the hostel. Otherwise, I'll have to book a hotel room, or maybe the same place I was with the other guys, and do resupply there. I just stay the one night, and maybe the following night I can get to the lodge or something like that. I'll make that work. Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely on my own. I wish people like, yeah, Sovereign are around, or letters in the group. I don't know if they're ahead of me or behind me now. They might be behind me because of the weather and everything in Washington. And Pop is just probably 2 or 3 days ahead, and Hollywood Tom, Hollywood Tom, yeah, he's probably a week ahead. So I'll never see him again. Although I'll text him when I climb Katahdin. Yeah, miss familiar faces. They may be at that lodge hostel. I'll meet up with a few people, as long as it's not that a-hole Ant-Man. What a dick. Yeah, it still bothers me. People who are not honorable, and he is definitely not honorable and trustworthy in any way, shape, or form. I don't know where he gets it, but didn't get brought up right, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll leave that for tonight, and see you sometime tomorrow.